Happy Sunday, everyone. Hope you all are having a great day, good weekend. I've introduced you guys before to my truck, Rusty. It's my 1996 Ford F-150. I bought him back in 1997 because my daughter was real young and needed to ride in the car seat, so we needed that extra room. I traded in a 1995 single cab for him. I don't know why we call him Rusty. I don't know. Anyway, Rusty has been my daily driver when I work construction, but for the last 4 or 5 years he's been our farm truck, helping us to build barns and fences and haul firewood, whatever else we need around this property. Rusty's been there for us. But yesterday he wouldn't start. And that's not the original starter right there. I changed that today, put a new starter in, but that's not the original one. That's the one I put in during a snowstorm about 15 years ago in the Home Depot parking lot. So I guess it got its use out of it. Fortunately, I had one laying around. I didn't have to go buy one. Most of the parts on Rusty are original. He's got the original motor, the original alternator, the original ice cold Freon, and the air conditioning system. That truck gets cold quicker than that one over there. But anyway, we got him going again and he's back in service. Through some of my dad's tools again that I brought back from Port Charlotte, Florida, and I found this pair of Craftsman Vise grip style pliers, but there's a huge difference in the way they operate and the way the original Vise grip pliers operate. These were also my dad's, and I don't know if you saw the video, but these were in terrible shape. I thought they were totally gone, but I was able to at least get them back in usable condition. But I was going to show you the difference between the original Vise grips and the Craftsman version. And the biggest difference is the way that the release lever works. On the Vise grip version, you squeeze in like that to release them. On the Craftsman version, you squeeze in that way toward the center. Now this is a pair that I guess my dad used in his shop to hold something that he was welding with. So there's a little bit of weld splatter and stuff on there. I think I can clean that off pretty easy, and those will look fairly new. The finish is still in good shape. I set these out here. These are patterned after the original Vise grips, but this is after Irwin bought the company. So these were probably made in Taiwan or China. It doesn't even say. It says the original Vise grip, but these are not. These ones were made by the Peterson company, and I believe that was in Oklahoma where that factory was. These are the original American-made ones. These are after they sold out to Irwin. Chinese or Taiwanese made. And then that's a Craftsman version, but these were made in the USA. You can't hardly see that right there because it's got that burn on there, but we'll take care of that. Then, I don't know why, but my father has a box of chisels, and these are just a few small ones that I picked out. Chisels and punches. I don't know what he's been hammering on, but I'm going to try to clean up these mushroom areas and clean these up a little bit and get that Port Charlotte patina off there and make them usable again. I don't think it's very safe to continue hammering when they've got that mushroomy head on there. And usually I'll take that onto the belt sander or a grinder and just grind that mushroom off. This one, I may beat it off with a hammer because it's so bad, but we'll see. Well, because of what this tool is, I'm not going to polish it because it's just going to get beat up again if it's ever used. I was just trying to clean it off with the conditioning belt to see if there was a name brand, and all I can find is BBB. So I'll have to research that and see if that was actually a company. I got all the loose pieces of metal off the end and got it rounded off and chamfered the edge a little bit so it shouldn't mushroom out again. And I think that guy right there is ready to go back into service. I might put a coat of wax or something on it just to keep it from rusting back up again, but other than that, that is perfectly usable just like it is. Alright, well, we talked about these Craftsman Vise grip style pliers. We'll clean them up in another video. Same with these punches and chisels that have that Port Charlotte patina, but we got this big chisel cleaned up and it's ready to be put back into service. And anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you like this kind of content, leave a comment. Please like, share, and subscribe. Y'all have a great rest of the weekend. Bye-bye.